Creativity isn't just about having things that look beautiful, it's actually about opening up a dialogue that brings people together and creates that harmony and a sense of community and an ownership. I'm Diba Salam, I'm the founder of Studio DS. We're a London-based architectural practice. We have offices in Dubai and in Bangkok. I've been around architects since I was a child. My father was an architect. Being around creative people, being around creative discussions, construction sites, it was very much part of my upbringing. I could see the potential of the impact it can have on your community. I've been really lucky in that I've worked on some very, very exciting projects. Before I started my own practice, I worked on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. I worked on Imperial College, White City, which is a creative innovations sector. I mean, these were really interesting dialogues, and that's why when I started my practice, I really wanted to do something that was different. You know, what would impact change for me as a practitioner to really explore? And I started my practice really as a research hub for me to be able to explore different parts of the profession, different parts of other industries as well. It is the perfect blend of art and science, but we as architects do have to put a very strong commercial hat on. Nowhere is that more apparent now, especially in the international market. One of our most important components of when we talk about sustainability is the circular economy. And through understanding and talking to supply chains, so we go straight to the supply chain now. We have to understand, well, where do your products come from? What's your processes? How can we use this material for future uses? But say, for example, our mobile theatre. We are looking at, well, once this is dismantled, what can we use these materials for? How flexible, how adaptable is this building for other uses as well? I've been an RIBA member since I started architecture as a student. I used to visit here as a child as well with my father, so the RIBA was very much part of my landscape growing up, and it had a very positive role for me as a student, as a practitioner, and now as a business owner. I think what was very important to me was those gold standards that we talk about, that being a chartered practice and being able to tour international markets with the RIBA, with the Department of International Trade. You know, you're part of a group, and I think internationally it has a fantastic name. It has an incredible presence, and to be associated with that was very important to us. Being an architect today is not easy, but it's also very exciting. It is a time of change. What really makes me motivated is the dialogue at the moment between we want to have a very sustainable environment, but also there is quite large societal changes going on. So being a woman in architecture where, let's face it, you know, most of our cities have been designed by one demographic, that has to change. The dialogue has to become more diverse, it has to be more open.